50 kilos at 400 shillings, then you buy the seed at 5,000. It doesn't make any no from what issue. I'll be the champion of trying to, but I was doing my simple calculation. Even when you sell your 50 kilos at, use the tractors to grow the maize, we spray, even harvesting now, like was an issue. But this country, I think we are able to irrigate all our farms. And one of the first one, they say the problem they have is water. They need water to irrigate their farms. And once they have the money, you know, for you to be re-elected, you just need to make your farmers to fully implement. And on the issue of inspectors, as much as we are pushing up to train and even register, we now leave potatoes and we move to other crops and we'll be able to move for
an issue. But I'm sure you all know that health is devolved. And for Nakuru, I don't want to call it maize for that matter. And because the maize is to aflatoxin. So the handling of, but in the case of the drier regions, is simply because of storage which has been. And I know when the government hears that the top producers are here talking about that, and for maize it will be one season. Yeah. For the same acre, it will be 3 seasons within the same year. Go there at 6 o'clock before they board the tractors to go to the farm. So we must teach this. But when you go to the using this sort of coordination mechanism and agree the next training will be such and such a place, and each county can nominate its.
Today, the 19th day of January 2021, the governors of the county government of Nakuru, Nyandarua, Elgeyo Marakwet, Uasin Gishu, West Pokot, serviced, inspected and approved by the county department and national ministry for the time being responsible for trade, the respective county governments. I think I missed the processors. We need to act.
Thank you. I'm fine.
So, mko tayari?
Yes.
Are you ready? We wish to inform the general public that any person who contravenes any of these provisions in these regulations commits an offense and is liable on conviction to various fines and jail terms as specified in the regulation. We, the governors on behalf of our counties, have signed here. We have Nakuru County, Elgeyo Marakwet, Nyandarua County, Narok County, West Pokot County, Uasin Gishu County, and a representative for the Principal Secretary for Crop Development and Agricultural Research. We confirm to the public that the national and county governments will support the farmers and industry players to grow this sector. Therefore, we, the county governments, demand that a potato task force is put in place to develop a structured framework and agricultural land policy that promotes transforming the sector to produce adequate potatoes for the country and also for the export markets. The two levels of government will work closely with potato stakeholders to streamline and structure the marketing of potatoes in the country and beyond. Number 7, the county governments will work closely with law enforcement agencies and the judiciary to ensure full compliance to the regulations by the industry players. The Ministry of Agriculture through AFA to ensure compliance to the set standards and weight for all potatoes imported to the country. And this is noting that our neighboring countries also bring potatoes across the border, and we want to ensure that there is harmony in the packaging.
People have no problem in changing. What matters most is what goes to your pocket. knowing that you can have up to 4 seasons in a year of potatoes. It means that per unit area of land, you make more money. And this is what we have done under our agribusiness policy programs, educating our farmers to invest in what brings money to them. And we have already in Uasin Gishu identified flagship crops that now our farmers are changing to. And potatoes is one of them. And therefore, we need to, and that's why we are urging the government, that how comes a crop that is the second most consumed in the world has not had greater attention in our government. And that's why we are asking for a task force, and we are asking for a support that we will be able to take that crop to a notch higher than even coffee and avocado.
Apart from being food for not just people in the county and in the country, and the potential of taking out this production to other countries, we do think it's a very, very important crop to support, and we are looking for support for the potato just as tea and coffee is supported. If our country wants to grow agriculture, then we need to look at those crops which have high potential, and we are saying that potato has such potential for exports in other places in the world, but also for us to be food sufficient apart from just relying on maize.
The meeting was all about how we can work together as county governments that produce potatoes, and also with the support of the national government and also the other stakeholders in the potato industry, so that we can read in the same page and ensure that implementation is done to the fullest. But more importantly, I think we want to call upon our farmers, because as you've even seen in the statement, we are doing this in trying to protect our farmers and ensure that they get value for their produce. So all this we are doing for the benefit of the farmers, and we call upon our farmers to fully support us, the county government, together with the national, in implementing these regulations. So we'll also do a lot of sensitization meetings with the farmers and ensure that this is being implemented.